Hello guys, I have a review for you. As promised, I've been using this bad boy for a week. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette, and I wanted to review it for you. First off, let me say I got this when it was only available for VIB members. I am not a VIB member. The problem with that for me being a Newfoundlander is I cannot commit to buying makeup online until I see it. I have an issue with it. So unless I know I love it, then I'll order it from Sephora for myself. But generally speaking, I don't. My friend AJ, I told her I wanted this when she's a VIB. Because she's picked up so many things for me and other Newfoundlanders for when she comes home, she has VIB status and she doesn't usually shop too much at Sephora. So it's all of our fault that she's a VIB. So she picks stuff up and then brings it to me or sends it directly to me through her VIB account. So anyway, with that being said, I think it was $59. She had a 20% off coupon for VIB, so thank you, Age. These are what the colors look like, and just like the original palette, it all smells like chocolate. But before I get into that with you guys, just a quick side note here. This is what the original Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette looks like, and I love it. It is one of my holy grail favorites. The tin looks like that, and this has been on pretty much every trip that I've gone on since I got this. So it's been to Halifax and Toronto, and you know, it's been gotten some serious mileage, and the colors have been dipped into a fair bit, so not complaining about that by any means. I think my only complaint about the actual chocolate bar palette is the names aren't written on the shadows above them, but the semi-sweet palette fixes that for us. So let's just jump into the review about this. This is actually half the size of the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, the original. So the semi-sweet's on top, the original is on bottom. Half the size, so far more compact, but they are shaped like chocolate bars, both of them. So semi-sweet, when you open it, has a mirror the same as the original. Look, you can see you guys. There's the camera. Yay! But the difference between the semi-sweet and the original is that the semi-sweet has all of the shadow names there. So 10 points for that Too Faced. The pigmentation on this palette is just as amazing as the original. And the shadows are definitely a little bit different. A lot of neutrals in here. I think there are 6 matte shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm counting 6. 6 matte shades. The black shade, though, I'm not happy with. It's definitely buildable, but it's not the nicest of the black shadows I've ever used, ever. But there are certain shadows in here that I'm in love with, like Blueberry Swirl. Not a color that I would usually gravitate towards. But for some reason, I've loved it, and I think I've used it like 4 times this week. Just in my outer corner, and then I just drag it down under my lower lash line, and I'm loving it, so yay for that. Just like the previous Too Faced palette, there's 2 shadows that are in larger pans, and that's great. I love that because it's intended either for your lids or for your highlight color. So Too Faced got it right in terms of packaging. Again, 2 for 2. There are 16 shadows, in case you're wondering. Do I think it's worth the price? Yes, it's amazing. I love this palette. It's insane. I'm so glad I got it. As soon as I saw that it was available for VIB, I was like, oh my god, gimme, gimme, gimme. Like, I didn't even think twice about it, so I knew right out of the gate that my brain was going gimme, 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 so I had to get it, so I knew I'd love it, pretty much. So I don't really have any complaints about this. The fallout, there is not much of it. Just FYI, I always use, when I use eyeshadow of any kind, I always use a base, no matter what. So I've used this palette with 2 different bases. I've used it with the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and I've used the shade, what is this called? Barely Branded. Just a cream eyeshadow and yes, I've gone pretty deep on this bad boy. I've used this as a base, and I've also used the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the original. I use that as well, and I have no issue with my eyeshadow staying on all day. And usually my eyeshadow goes on at like 6:30, quarter to 7 in the morning, and doesn't come off till 7, 8 o'clock at night, sometimes longer. So no complaints on that whatsoever. There are colors in this palette as well that I'm excited about because you could use them as a brow color, which is nice. It's always nice to have a palette that you can, you know, use the colors in it for something else as well. So the fact that I use an eyeshadow palette to fill in my brows makes this great for travel. The tin, like I said, It definitely keeps it safe, and I can guarantee you that because my original is still in perfect condition, and it's been on many planes with me, and it has traveled and went to IMATs, did it all, so it's a handy dandy palette for that. So I can attest to it, and I'm telling you now, your shadows will be kept safe. Is it worth the money? Yes, definitely. If you're going to go high-end on anything in your life, in your beauty life, I should say, sorry, in your beauty life, I would say go high-end on your eyeshadow, because honestly, I have not found a drugstore eyeshadow that's ever compared to anything high-end ever. So, yeah, that's just my rant on that. So, with that being said, if you guys want to see my eyeshadow palette collection, which is pretty massive, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below, and I will gladly film that for you. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. Sorry, the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. Definitely worth the money. And if you're unsure about the colors in this one, go get the original. Either way, they're both awesome. I love them both. They're definitely amazing quality eyeshadow palettes. So go get you some. If you guys love watching reviews, tell me about it in the comments down below. If there's anything that you've seen me haul recently that you want reviewed, please let me know. Next week, I'm going to do my best to do a review on the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. So come back for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, guys.